For this reason, you shouldn't open Christmas presents at 3 in the morning.
Mercedes Antonella kept bothering her brother. She wouldn't leave him alone and played mean pranks on him. Christmas Eve arrived, they celebrated with their family and then they went to sleep. It was 3 in the morning and Mercedes Antonella got up to open the presents before her brother. She called her friends to show them the mischief she was about to do and at the same time to make fun of them because she would have better presents. When she was getting close to the Christmas tree, her friends were shocked by what they saw. Mercedes Antonella got tangled up in the lights, tripped and fell on top of the present her brother had asked for, causing it to turn on. It was a chainsaw. That's how Mercedes Antonella lost her head and ruined Christmas forever. For this reason, you shouldn't have a Christmas tree. Emilia Cecilia loved Christmas. It's timing. Every year, she waited eagerly to decorate her whole house and show off to her neighbors. The big day arrived and she found that her Christmas tree was broken. Very angry, she went out to buy another one. She saw a beautiful giant Christmas tree, but she didn't have enough money to buy it, so she decided to shamelessly steal it. She got home, put it in its place, and it looked perfect. That night, while sleeping, she heard noises. She went to the living room but saw nothing. She approached the tree and suddenly, a bunch of creatures came out of it and started attacking her. She had stolen a tree cut down from a bat-infested forest. Emilia Cecilia tried to save the gifts and escape, but the bats started biting her and she stayed with her stolen Christmas tree for years. For this reason, you should always cover your webcam. Mariela Luzbel was very popular at her school. She was the president of the student council and she spent her time with her group of friends bothering and making fun of others. One day, she decided to throw one of her very popular virtual parties. She invited everyone except Celeste Christina, the school's least popular girl. The night of the virtual party arrived and everyone had fun and danced until very late. The next day, Mariela Luzbel arrived at school and noticed something strange. Everyone was looking at her weirdly and laughing at her. Feeling very angry, she went to her friends but they ignored her. What she didn't know was that Celeste Christina had infiltrated her virtual party. She hacked her computer's camera and discovered that she was stealing money from the student center to buy herself jewelry and dresses. That's how Mariela Luzbel was expelled and everyone laughed at her for a year.
For this reason, you shouldn't take showers in hotels.
Delfina Carolina was always showing off her life on social media, but people didn't know that it was all a lie. She would call her friends and pretend she had things she actually didn't, or that she was traveling to different places when in reality she was at home. One day, Delfina Carolina saw a beautiful luxury hotel. She snuck in and managed to get into a room. She took a lot of pictures and then decided to take a bath. She called her friends to show off the beautiful bathtub. When she turned on the faucet, a loud bang sounded. She tried to stay calm, but the bangs grew louder and everything began to shake. What she didn't know was that the hotel where she was staying was about to be demolished. That's how Delfina Carolina tried to escape, but a huge wrecking ball tore her head off. Forever. For this reason, you shouldn't use headphones. Samantha Celeste spent all day listening to music. Her mother told her to go to the store for some things, but warned her not to use headphones on the street because it was dangerous. Samantha Celeste ignored her and left. She walked to the store and saw a YouTuber with 1 million subscribers. Samantha Celeste recognized him but ignored him since she disliked his videos.
The YouTuber, distracted by his headphones, bumped into Samantha Celeste.
And he fell into a deep hole that was on the sidewalk. His phone flew through the air and the girl caught it. The YouTuber was trapped in the hole and Samantha Celeste kept his phone and his followers for a V. For this reason, you shouldn't camp at 3 in the morning. Josefina Mariela was a very envious girl, so much so that when she saw someone with something luxurious, she would steal it from them. One day, Josefina Mariela was invited to a camp. When she arrived, the camp leader told her she couldn't stay awake. At 3 a.m., Josefina Mariela ignored him and began to set up the tent. Very soon it was 3 in the morning and Josefina Mariela was still awake listening to music. She got scared by a noise, checked it out, and a bear knocked her out. Then Josefina Mariela woke up, but she was tied to a chair and there was a lever next to her. That campsite was known for the number of bears that were nearby. Very soon, the bear that kidnapped her pulled the lever and Josefina Mariela was lowered into a pot. That was how Josefina Mariela was turned into bear soup forever. For this reason, you shouldn't talk on the phone at 3 in the morning.
Yolanda Felicidad hated talking. She was mute with people. One day, she wanted to talk to her boyfriend, but her mother didn't allow her to.
One day at 3 in the morning, she called him. Since her mother had left, she called him and suddenly her mother appeared and took her phone away forever. For this reason, you shouldn't steal from your best friend.
Soomin Valentina was a girl who always stood out for being beautiful, but she felt very jealous of her best friend called Jiwon.
Her best friend once bought a very nice perfume. When she saw it, Soomin Valentina couldn't stand seeing that her best friend had such a beautiful perfume. So, at a sleepover, while her best friend Jiwon was in the bathroom, Soomin Valentina slowly approached the perfume and hid it in her backpack. Soomin Valentina, proud of her feat, put on the perfume upon arriving home.
But suddenly she started to smell something very unpleasant.
It turned out that the perfume was actually a gas that smelled like poop with garlic to keep the mice away. That's how Soomin Valentina ended up smelling like poop forever. For this reason, you shouldn't walk around at 3 in the morning. Josefina Martinez was a girl who liked to walk a lot with her boyfriend. On a walk with her boyfriend at 3 in the morning, she came across a 24/7 food stand. Then she thought of grabbing a taco and not paying, but as she ran, she felt a stomach ache. She didn't care and kept going, but that taco was cursed, and if you ate it while running, you would keep running for all eternity. And the one who gave her the taco was her boyfriend. He never wanted to see her again, and it said that Josefina Martinez ran forever. For this reason, you shouldn't have a television. Florecita Canelita Iwadancadie was a girl who loved TV. When her mom had money, she really wanted one. She wanted to have a TV. In Mondre, when it was bought online, when the order arrived, Florecita Canelita picked it up. When it was perfect, when she went to sleep, when she woke up, her mom was going to school. Suddenly, her mom was cleaning. TV was evil. Florecita Canelita's mother, when she got home, didn't see her mom when the TV was the devil. That's how Florecita Canelita was left without her mom forever. For this reason, you shouldn't go number 2. Julieta Martina was a girl who always went to the bathroom and saw that there was a problem with the pipes. She approached the toilet, but she was sucked in by the toilet and got trapped in the bathroom pipes forever.